Welcome to another episode of Wrenching and Riding TV. This is the 5th episode in the riding series. We're going to start off today in the Tanakh, the Jewish, or the Hebrew to English Tanakh, for the 5th day of creation. And God said, "Let the waters bring forth swarms of living creatures, and birds that fly above the earth, across the expanse of sky." God created the great sea monsters, and all the living creatures of every kind that creep, which the waters brought forth in swarms, and all the winged birds of every kind. And God saw that it was good, or this was good. God blessed them, saying, "Be fertile and increase, fill the waters in the seas, and let the birds increase on the earth." And there was evening, and there was morning, the 5th day. So that's the 5th day in the actual Hebrew Tanakh. It's really kind of different reading it backwards. That is something that's going to take a little getting used to for sure. I keep calling it reading backwards, and it's reading the correct way for them, but they write from right to left, and I guess that's pretty common over in the eastern part of the world. I touched on that in a previous video about how everyone in the east writes from right to left, and everyone in the west writes from left to right. And all of our, writings kind of point to Israel. It's kind of funny. And then the Torah pointing to Yad He Vav He. That's a really cool, funny coincidence too. Or is it a coincidence? Oh, so we're gonna go to the New International Version right now, study Bible, and read the 5th day. God said, "Let the water teem with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the expanse of sky." So God created the great creatures of the sea, and every living, moving thing with which water teems, according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. God blessed them and said, "Be fruitful, and increase in number, and fill the water in the seas, and let birds increase on the earth." And there was evening, and there was morning, the 5th day. Alright, this is about my 3rd take on this new Scarlett 2i2 studio that I've got. No longer recording on my handheld little Tascam DP004. Just direct plugging into Pro Tools First, which is the free version of Pro Tools that came with my Focusrite Scarlett interface, and nice Scarlett microphone as far as I can tell. The first take that I did today was really staticky, and it was weird because it sounded great coming through my headphones while I was recording it, and I was doing the direct line monitor, and then when I went back to listen to it, it was really fuzzy and really crackly, like it was like everything had clipped. So hopefully this one turns out better. These are like 12-minute videos. Trying to read the Bible that many times in a row and not mess it up is, with minimal corrections. So try to stay on track here a little bit here and see what happens. We're going to the King James Version to read the 5th day. So, "And God said, Let the waters bring forth abundantly, and the moving creatures that hath life, and fowl that may fly above the earth, in the open firmament of heaven. And God created whales, every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let the fowls multiply in the earth. And the evening and the morning were the fifth day. So there we go. Fifth day. I can't help but notice that all three of them are pretty much in agreement with each other, minus a few small wordings here and there. And but the story is in agreement with itself. God on the fifth day created the fish, all the birds, insects, things that roam the earth, and he saw that it was good. And he told them to be fruitful and multiply after their kind, right? Everything after its own kind. You keep seeing that over and over again in this. And it just, no matter what monkey men try to tell you, everything's after its own kind. So you can get frustrated and cry yourself to sleep, suck your thumb. You can do whatever you think you need to do. But, you can't prove that your religion's better than mine. And that's a fact. So I'm going to go over the feasts of the Lord one more time here and go over the common celebrated not feasts, they're holidays for Christians that actually we're not supposed to celebrate. Okay, so we're going to touch on some things today. I'm trying to look for my thing because it is, to think about all the different things. If you're familiar with Catholic religion, then you know about Lent, which is you give up stuff for 40 days or whatever. I'm not entirely certain how they do it, but yeah, you basically give up something and it's supposed to be for the Lord. Well, it's actually weeping for Tammuz, which was the son of Esther and Nimrod, the sun god, the Babylonian sun god. If you'd research that, and Esther came down, the bare-breasted fertility goddess, who turned a chicken into a egg-laying bunny and demanded infant sacrifice, and demanded that eggs actually be dyed in the blood of the infants. Okay, so and that's Easter. So that, though, if you look at the feasts, the real feasts, Passover is your real feast in the spring. Okay, not Easter. If you're not doing what the Jews are doing, we call them Jews, the Hebrews, then you're not really a Christian, and that's a fact. Maybe you don't want to hear that, maybe you do want to hear that, but if you're not coming to Jesus like a small child and doing what he told you to do, then you're not in the number. Your name is not written in the Lamb's Book of Life, because he didn't say come and do it your way. He said, come and do it Yahweh, my way. I keep trying to drop some Yahweh jokes in here, but yeah, so that's a fact right there. No weeping for Tammuz. They always, nail it to the cross, brother. I'm going to claim the blood. Well, that's all fine and well. But when Jesus forgave your sins, if you truly repented, you're not just going to keep going and doing the same stupid stuff. Okay? That's what grace is. Grace gives you the power to quit doing stupid stuff and let you live under God's umbrella to keep you safe from doing dumb things. So, no weeping for Tammuz. Okay? Don't do Lent. And then after you wept for Tammuz, who got slain by a wild boar, you would fast for 40 days and then eat ham, right? You eat ham for Easter, and you would basically, because you slay the wild hog that killed Tammuz, and then you eat it. So don't do that. And I like Mike Root's take on the whole Einstein couldn't get 3 days from Good Friday, which is the fish god Friday, Magog, the fish god Friday, to Easter Sunday. Not even Einstein could. He's got a really great teaching on that, talking about how it was the high Sabbath and it was a Wednesday and they actually took him down on the Friday, and the way that Jesus died was basically the exact same time that the priests would be doing the blood sacrifice for the sin offering for the children of Israel. Jesus was being killed on the cross. Basically, when you hear him say it is finished, that's what the high priest would say at the end when after he sacrificed the lamb for the sin offering. Check out his teaching. It is great. We're getting to the end here, but Yeshua was born on Tishri 19, not on December 25th, with it have you believe. Halloween is Samhain, the Day of the Dead. It's Babylonian sun god was born on December 25th. And the new year is in the spring, when the month of the Aviv. So you got to look this stuff up. If you're not doing it like the Hebrews, you're doing it wrong, or you're doing pagan stuff, which is cool if you're a pagan, but don't call yourself a Christian. So thanks for tuning in, and have a blessed day.